Hey guys, welcome to Cleaning Up History, where my goal is preserving headstones in cemeteries and telling forgotten stories of the past. Warning, this video may contain adult content, violence, as well as some racial terms in some of the old newspaper articles, so viewer discretion is advised. Today's video, I'm just going to be compiling a few various different stories that I've came across in newspaper articles instead of just telling one single individual story. Most of you guys know at the end of all my videos, I have a little saying, history is all of us, all of our stories matter. And I deeply believe that to be true. And although there's not a long story to tell on some of these articles, I find them relevant anyway, so I thought I would share them with you guys. So if you like this video in particular, let me know so that I can continue to make them. Because I do have lots and lots of similar articles that I could share with you guys. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into my first story. I'm going to put up this article here. The article is titled "Dan Pickett Must Hang." And it's about a guy named Dan Pickett, obviously, who had wanted to take a new job and move his family somewhere else. And according to these articles, his wife was not on board with this. So this angered Dan Pickett. It angered him to the point that he decided to kill a lady that lived in the home with them. I'm not sure where the thought process on that was, but he killed her, and he was found guilty and sentenced to die by hanging. And then if you also notice in this article, it talks about another story about Julia Nelson, who was sentenced to life. And when I dug into this story a little deeper, Julia Nelson, she actually murdered her husband, who was disabled. He had previously been involved in an accident which involved him losing both of his hands. So he had no way really of defending himself against Julia when she stabbed him to death. So Julia was found guilty of killing her husband and sentenced to life. And that is my first story. The second one is, I got this article from the Greenville Sun, July 3rd, 1944. It's about a man by the name of Johnny Hensley. He was actually, I think, from Corbin, Kentucky. But this incident happened in La Follette. Johnny was 30 years old at the time of this event. This particular group of church people were having a church service which involved handling of poisonous or venomous snakes. And Johnny was bitten by one of the venomous snakes, and he refused medical treatment and died from the snake bite. I did find a follow-up article about a week later from some of the other members of this church denomination, and they had stated that they were going to have another service and handle the snake that had bitten and ultimately led to Johnny Hensley's death, and they were going to quote-unquote conquer said snake. So that's the story I have on Johnny Hensley. The third story I'm going to put up here, I don't really have a lot of information about what actually happened to Frank. I know oftentimes in the 1930s in the Campbell County area, a lot of times dead bodies were thrown on the railroad tracks to try to cover murders. I don't know if that's the case with this particular incident. And I can't really dig that deep into this particular Baird's family tree, so I don't know a whole lot about him. But what I do know is that the Knoxville Journal on April 2nd, 1936, published that Frank Baird was found dead on the railroad tracks, and that he was found by Clifford Horn and his wife, who happened to be my great-grandparents, Clifford Horn and his wife. I had never heard this story until I came across this article. And Frank Baird, it said, was about 72 years old. I believe I did find Frank's place of burial. If I have the correct one, his name was actually James Frank Baird. And that's all the information available that I can find on this. The last story that I have, this one really caught my attention. The headlines were "Alleged Murderer Caught in Germany." So the more I've dug into this story, this is the conclusion that I'm coming to from the newspaper articles. Okay, so there was a man by the name of Sam White, and he was from New Jersey. Sam was hired to kill a local man named Harrison Leach. And he did so. He carried it out. The newspaper article, this one was quite detailed. Says that Harrison was sitting in front of a fire outside at night, and he was holding his daughter. And he was shot so many times in the head that his head was almost completely gone. And his daughter had also taken a couple of bullets. Sam White was arrested for this murder. However, he managed to escape. And when he escaped, he joined the military and wound up in Germany. But they eventually did track him down and find him and bring him back. But I just thought this was a very unusual story, I guess you could say. It was from 1920. I think it happened actually in January, sometime around January 1920. And it said that the murder had been about a year before. I can't really find information on Harrison Leach or why someone may have hired Sam to kill him. If any of you guys know any more details about this story, please share it with me. But that's the 4 stories that I have to share with you guys today. And again, like I said, if you do like this type of video, let me know, and I can continue to make these as well. And that's all I have for today. As always, if you like the content on my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you hit the little bell, you'll be notified anytime I upload any new videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.